So here's the deal with the check-in procedure. You need to scan the code at the door simply because it's a small office and it gets very, very busy, especially on Mondays and Fridays. And here I am coming on a Friday, and I should have known better than to do that. But you know, when you're retired and you're working on stuff and you say, hey, tomorrow looks like a good weather day, I just didn't pay attention to what day it was. And here I am on a Friday, so my bad. But we've been given access and we're gonna go inside and walk around and see what we can find. Hopefully something interesting. What I'm looking for is for you guys. I'm looking for cars that are somewhat relatively easy to repair, something you can do in your home garage, something that is interesting, something that might be just a daily driver, get you back and forth A to B car. So let's go walk around and take a look and see what we can find. Well, I can't believe it, but I got to. I'm standing right in the middle of it. I have picked a very windy day to come out here, unfortunately. They've got a lot more motorcycles in, and they have actually changed the location of where those motorcycles are, and I've been given permission to go take a look at the motorcycles. They are very, very restrictive here now as far as where you can walk and where you can't walk, and you know, I completely understand that. It's their yard, and they want to be sure that everybody's safe. And as far as safety goes, they need to know where you're going to be, so they're going to tell you where you can be. It just makes sense. Now, if you were somebody that needed to see one of the multitude of cars out here that is not on the road that we're allowed to look at because they're not ready for sale yet, then you can come out here and request that car be brought up front, and they will bring it up and you can look at it. Let's say you have a half a dozen cars you want to review because you want to buy one and you're a member. You come in, you scan the code, you go inside when they call you, and if you've made your arrangements in advance, they'll have the cars already pulled up there for you, and you can look at what you want to look at. I believe they will even come out with a jump pack and start them for you. They do not allow anybody else to do that. So, like for me, I'm not allowed to jump start the cars. But if you, like say that Mustang over there, if you wanted to look at that Mustang, you can make an appointment. They'll bring it up to the front right here, and you can look at it, and you can check it, and you can see if it runs and drives like it says it's supposed to run and drive. And if that's the case, and you're a member, then they'll be happy to accommodate you. But I would imagine things have gotten a bit stricter simply because of safety standards. So, hey, enough of that. Let's look at some motorcycles. Let's see what we got here. This is our motorcycle video of the day. Let's see what we got. Okay, now that's been in the dirt. This is Kawasaki 400. Well, see, that's a nice size run around town type bike. He hit something really hard, he or she, and bent up that rim. Now, so here we have a 22 Indy Scout. I'm not sure what that is. Never seen that before. Well, that's a nice looking bike. Unknown type as far as why it's here. Could be a theft maybe, I don't know. Not sure what's going on with this one, but it doesn't look terribly damaged, so if you're in the market for one of these, come out to the Austin branch and have them pull it around front for you and you can check it out. Let's see if we have anything incredibly interesting. Well, at least incredibly interesting to me. Now there's an Indian, okay, it's an Indian, that's why, okay. Because we have another Indian over here, Indian Scout. And this one has a little bit of damage from falling over a bit, I think. Okay, you come on to this other side. This is the side it went down on apparently. So there you go. Indian Scouts, we've got a couple of them. And then we have a Suzuki Boulevard. That's a big bike. That is a big bike. Not quite a full dresser. It's got a nice fairing with 4 speakers. Somebody liked to listen to the tunes as they cruise down the highway. Everything out here is going to be a little bit dirty simply because of the fact that we're in a dirt yard. And we got vehicles running around and the wind is blowing and everything's going to be dirty and dusty. So there you go. Now here's a nice little scooter. This is a Buddy Kick. I don't know who makes the Buddy Kick, but that's what it's called. I'm going to try and get over here to where my shadow isn't in the middle of things. But that's a nice little scooter. Let's see, what year is this? There's a tag on there. Motorcycle, 260 pounds, date of June of 22. So it's not that old, and it's been painted with some house paint. My thought is maybe this thing got stolen and somebody painted it up, but I don't know that for a fact, so don't hold me to it. Here's a Harley. That's a nice looking ride, except for this part up here. That one went down. That's a shame. Hope everybody came out of that okay. And then we have the Burn. Toasty. Yes, indeed. Somebody might have been working on that or was fueling it up and had a little spillage. Who knows? Who knows? But that one got burnt. Now that's interesting. Why would there be wooden blocks on the top of the seat there? I don't know. Maybe that's those wooden blocks were what was used when they put it on the back of the truck to bring it here. It has some significant damage. Just hoping everybody came out okay on that. But that front end is a bit crunched. Another Harley Davidson, again with the front end pretty crunched on that. I tell you, I used to ride a lot. I don't ride anymore. I miss it, but I don't ride anymore. And seeing all of this and knowing what kind of injuries you can occur from it, it was a lot of fun when I did it. Now that I'm older and my sense of balance isn't quite what it used to be. Well, I don't think they have anything here that you could jump on and ride home. It's all pretty significantly damaged. If you needed an engine for a Harley or for a Suzuki or anything that they have here, if you needed the engine, there's a few here that look like they might be pretty good donors. And then we get into the Wave Runners. Now these are pretty cool machines. None of them are on trailers. So as we've got a matching set of Wave Runners from Yamaha and a matching set of Sea-Doos. Very interesting. So one can wonder why it is that they ended up here. Would they be thefts? Did somebody grab the trailer full of Wave Runners and take off? You know, the lost type is listed as unknown on all of these, so I don't know. So we can just speculate that a matching set of Wave Runners might have just been a stolen set of Wave Runners. Look at the tire on the back of that thing. That is huge. That is huge. Look at the size of that thing. Interesting. Let's see, what year Harley is this? This is an 07 Harley. It hasn't been here that long. Somebody wrapped the pipes, keep their legs from getting burnt as badly. No significant damage. Lost type. Did I already mention lost type? All over, it says. Well, I'm not sure. It doesn't look terrible. Hey, if you're in the market for a bike like this, then you can come out here, do your research online on the website, find it, call them up, say, hey, I'd like to take a look at that bike. Can you bring it up front for me? I'm going to say that's probably the easiest way for you to do it. And getting through the process to be able to get back here it takes a little time. So if you make your arrangements in advance, you shouldn't have any problem. So here's a couple more. We'll finish off with these. This bike, wow. All I can say is, wow. That's a lot of damage. You gotta hope the person or persons that were on that made it out okay. And then, last but not least, it has some front end damage, but the front forks don't look terrible on it. It's a BMW, it's not a Rice Rocket, it's a BMW RRS 1000. So if you want a project bike, you know where to come. Copart, Austin branch in New Braunfels, Texas. So we have all these cars out here. All these cars out here. But the ones that we can look at are over here. All of these are not ready for sale yet. So those are off limits. All right. We're going to end this video right here because this is the end of our motorcycle viewing experience. Hope you guys have enjoyed it. It's been interesting. Not a whole lot as far as good stuff you'd want to come here and pick up and drive home. But if you need some parts, you can buy them for a parts bike. You see what they have. You can always go online, check it out, see what they have online. And like I said, make an appointment and you can come out and take a look, and if there's one in particular you want to look at, they'll bring it up to the front for you so you don't have to be going through the yard. I appreciate the fact that they'll even let us out here at all. So thank you guys. I appreciate you. We'll see you very soon on the next one.